time for another Miraculous talk. So we're looking at episode 20 of season 4 called Gabriel Aggress. Whoa. Talk about a good realization of many things. So first things first, Chloe is of course a jerk, a big monster. Definitely, indeed. I think we should just go on with what is going on here. So we got Felix. Felix is returning and Gabriel is trying to get his ring back. Or, yeah, I would say his ring back. And apparently Felix, however, already figured that he might try to do something to him. And thus, he made copies of the ring. So the ring is somewhere safe. And he has a fake on. And he has a fake that he gave to Gabriel. And lo and behold, he figured out one thing, that Gabriel Aggress is Hawkmoth / Shadowmoth. Holy crap. The person who figured out his identity. Wow. It's crazy. It's like, yeah, and he dodged so much things, and even when he tried to actually be cool and make it so that he doesn't believe Gabriel Aggress is Shadowmoth, the only messed up part is that freaking Felix is so smart that he decided to even take a, let's say, cufflink and rip Gabriel Aggress's lower pants leg just so he can actually make sure that, so the joke's on him. He apparently is playing at least 2 steps ahead of him. That's why he wasn't really akumatized. I think he broke the akumatization. Yeah, so he broke the akumatization, and of course he decided to actually akumatize his amok / Gabriel. And as soon as he did that, he's trying to get where in the world is your ring, and he captures so many other people because, well, why not? He has to play the part. So he just keeps on going, keeps on trying to do it, and wow, it's just, whoa. You know, to the point that Felix apparently is just too fast for him. He couldn't catch him. And, well, of course, on the other side, Marinette was trying to actually save herself from Chloe exposing the, in quotation, scheme that they had to actually get Marinette to confess her love to Adrian. But even so, yeah, so he was very, very quick and fast, and then of course they'd eventually defeated the Akuma, and then as soon as they did that, well, we get to the prologue of where how he got that he got the charm to do the Akumega. Oh, it's because in this episode she gave the Amok Gabriel the charm. And that's what's going on, because he was like, something's weird and something's different about Ladybug. There's something different. And it's like, well, he figured it out. And now apparently looking in the book, which they call it a spell book, which again, I would like to say the translation, the whole thing of they don't do combined or anything. He says something different, which I'm like, okay, I can maybe take it since you are a bad guy. But on the other hand, it's like, I would have preferred you would just say unify, you know? It should be all across the board, unify, you know? It's not like dark transformation, it's just unify. But it's like, yeah, or transform, but it's like, yeah, they kind of decided to change it, and it's like, that's just weird. Wish you just made it very simple. So there's apparently missing pages or missing facts in the book, and it turns out that the Miraculous is more powerful than they think. So Ladybug is able to actually transform into something more powerful, a upgrade. Meanwhile, when it comes to Shadowmoth, he apparently found out that, oh, I can be even stronger than I am before. There's more potential to get tapped on, and thus the Akumega was born. Yeah, I know they call it Mega Akuma, but I rather call it Akumega. It's like, yeah, there's just some times where less is more and more is better. But anyways, yeah, Felix still believes now. He still has proof that, yeah, Gabriel Aggress is Shadowmoth. And apparently he made extra measures to where it's like he now made fake versions of it. Now, Gabriel made fake versions of the Miraculous. So we now have a new person that could be in the running to become the future Hawkmoth. So the future Hawkmoth now is either Layla Chloe might be one, but Layla was the running in, but also we have Felix. Felix could actually maybe become Hawkmoth. And I'm pretty sure since he doesn't know anything about power and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, where's his drive on it? It's like, it makes sense that Layla could, Mila, whatever. She hasn't been in the show whatsoever. It's been a long while since we saw her. Anyways, she has a good reason because she hates Ladybug. Since she hates Ladybug, well, of course she's gonna go after the powers and then wreck Ladybug's life, especially if she has full power. She can actually destroy Ladybug once and for all, aka Marinette. And as soon as she does that, it's like, yeah, well, of course she won't have power to crush her. Of course she would. It's kind of funny thinking about the future. It's like, yeah, the future, that means the charms don't really work. And if we continue on with the whole thing of where it's like tap potential, that means he does it, she does it. He does it, she does it. She makes a better charm. He makes a mega Akumega, a bigger, badder mega Akuma. And it's like, good Lord. It's like, it'll just keep on going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Where it's like, it'll never end. It's like, it will never end. But yeah, to have Felix to maybe be the new Shadowmoth, the future Shadowmoth, does make, well, Hawkmoth, it does make a little sense. And I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have both Miraculouses. And I kind of like the actual idea of where it's like, you have two bad guys going against each other and going against Ladybug and Cat Noir. So you have Felix as the new Hawkmoth, and then I'm just going to spin and say Shadowhawk because it makes sense. It's like, yeah, he only has one Miraculous, which I was thinking about it, where it's like either someone was able to get both of the Miraculouses and isn't powerful enough to wield both of them, A, or B, they only took one of them. So they were able to take his original Miraculous, but he still has the other one. And thus he's now become Shadowhawk. Because, yeah, in his beginning one, it was called Hawkmoth, but he dropped the Hawk and become Shadow. So I guess technically without the Moth, he'll just become Shadowhawk. I mean, it makes sense. And if not, then, oh, come on. It makes perfect sense. You know, it's like, yeah, but Marinette didn't actually become Ladybug, and then she decided to drop it and become Lady. So, Multi-Lady Mouse? It's like, yeah, she just called herself Multi-Mouse. And plus, whatever. In the end, we have a new candidate that kind of would do it, but I'm pretty sure, though, I'm still going for Lila. I'm pretty sure it's Lila. And as for Chloe, could be a good running, too. Because, yeah, she does hate Ladybug, too. The only question is like, who's going to cross Gabriel? Would Chloe cross Gabriel? Not really. I don't see that happening at all. Lila? Yes. Felix? Yes. But the thing is like, yeah, but what's Felix's drive if he becomes the new Hawkmoth? What exactly is his drive? So that's the real question. It's like, ooh, this is getting real juicy. I can't wait to see how this plays out. Anyways, yeah, stay tuned. Man, what a crazy thing. And let me just say one thing is that, please, guys, and I don't think it's Disney's fault. It's more like Zag. Sorry to say this, Zag, but for the love of God, air your episodes exactly the right time. Please do it in sequence from 1 to 22 or whatever. Please don't do this flip-flopping stuff because it's like we're still waiting what's going on with the whole Luca knows the identity of Ladybug and Cat Noir, and it's like he knows that they're in love, and now it's like, will he help, or will he actually try to not do anything? Will he remain silent, or will they find out that he knows their identities? It doesn't. It's like, what's this? But at least we got an understanding of how the Akumega happened. It's because of episode 20. It's like you'll wonder how he got a charm, and it's like, well, I don't know. I guess he might have bought it off someone. It's like, yeah, he found someone who actually has the charm. He bought it off from him. But it's like, why would you buy it off of him? And why would they actually be crazy enough to give it to him if it actually is supposed to protect them? That's a good question where it's like, yeah. So that's how he got it. And it's like, okay. Oh, yeah, one quick note. When it comes to Natalie is still bedridden, and Gabriel is doing all of her work. Mostly. The ones that she has to walk around and do, he's doing it now. And it turns out it takes, Natalie is one of a kind, because doing all that she does apparently takes like what, 3-4 people, and he can't hire that many, and he doesn't want a lot of people in his house, so he's doing it all by himself. Yeah, man. Wait, it's like, should I supposed to be sad about him though? It's like, should I actually really be sad about this? That's a good question.